everybody. All right, here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is our last call for the evening. We do 2 calls a day, one at 4, one at 7, and we appreciate everybody chiming on. Just a little housekeeping, right? Just a little housekeeping before we get started. Please, ma'am, please, sir, for future references, if you decide to become a part of our business, please make sure you put a thumbnail up on your profile. I want to share this with you as your brother in the business to save you from any future embarrassment, right, of your camera coming off and you are not posted with a thumbnail. Please enjoy whatever you're doing, but when you in this call, let your mind be here. But sometimes it just happens that the camera comes off, right, and we can see you, right, and so we don't want you to feel uncomfortable or embarrassed. So if you understand your Zoom, go and put a thumbnail up, picture up, so that profile picture pops up, right, and it can save you from any type of embarrassment that you don't want on a recording that's all the way across the country. So just want to put that out there. Also, please watch your mute button, right? So once we get inside the presentation, at that point, I do not want to unshare the screen to come back out and mute people like this iPhone right here. It keeps coming off of mute. So let's just do this real quick. Let's do this 1 second, family, because this particular participant keeps interrupting the call before the call even started, and they have now been kicked out of the Zoom. They cannot rejoin us. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, man, I don't play them kind of games, man. Listen, when we dedicate time of our life to give back, right, to empower the people, we have to understand time is the most valuable commodity that we have. It's not the money, it's not the cars, it's not the clothes, right? It is our time. So I don't mind deleting that person who's not in this season to be able to listen and get what we got. And hopefully they'll come back on another day in a better mindset, right? But I will not allow a person to interfere with the 58 people on this call that took 30 minutes out of their time to be able to come in here and get this information, man. So I really appreciate you all that are focused, that are dedicated, that are serious, who really want to take your life to the next level. I appreciate you. I pay you the utmost respect and homage. I ask for the same thing back in return, that we pay attention to what's going on throughout this 30-minute segment to discuss generational wealth, right? So again, our last call is always my favorite call. I don't know what it's about the 7 o'clock hour, but it's always my favorite call to go over this information. I am dedicated to do this twice a day, Monday through Thursday, to be able to go over generational wealth. Please, once you get the recording, you can share this information with other people, right? You can find it on my Facebook, Adrian Dynamite Sloan, and I will post links after these calls. The purpose of these calls, again, is to share a business opportunity with you to put an extra stream of income inside your household, but most importantly is to put knowledge and information in your mind. My deal is about mindset. What I always want to do is to educate, right, so that we can elevate our thinking, our lives, our behavior, right? Because I believe we are the product, right, of conditioning. Everything we've done all throughout our whole life, we've been conditioned. We've been conditioned to go to bed at a certain hour. We've been conditioned to go to school. We've been conditioned to go to work. We've been conditioned to get up and wash our face, brush our teeth, tie our shoes. These are all habits that we have acquired, right? The grooming, like, you know, I got 7 sisters, man. Them hair appointments will be the real deal. Like you tell a sister she can't go get her hair done, or she gonna be upset. Nails, you know, them toes, like that's conditioned. I go to the barbershop once a week, right? We have habits as people to be able to keep us in a place, right, of comfort. And I believe it's the same thing with our money. I believe it's the same thing with our education. I believe it's the same thing of how we conduct ourselves in life is habits. Like, what are the habits that you have, right, that conducts you from day to day? If you really look back at your life, I promise you, it's the conditioning that you have been adjusting to your entire life that has got you to this point. So my goal, right, my goal as a speaker, my goal as a business person is to help you create better habits that you could create better generational wealth for your family and for your children, right? And so those of you who know my story, again, if you're on my calls, you follow my story, so I don't like always repeating it, but I got to put it out there for the new person, right? I'm a third generation business owner, originally from Newark, New Jersey, moved to North Carolina where my biological father passed, and came up in the space in a very humble beginning with a very good mother that gave me everything she could, right, about life and about survival, right? But one thing my mother didn't know was money, right? It was something that she couldn't teach me, not because she wasn't a good person, but because she didn't know it, right? And I really feel like that is the main piece, right, of life is knowledge, right? So not just knowledge, then it's applied knowledge, right? It's how do you take information and put it into action? Like, what do you do with the information that after I share this with you, after I give 30 minutes of my life to everybody on this call, then what do you do with this information after this, right? Is really going to dictate the trajectory of your life. You follow me? Somebody's going to take this information and they're going to take it serious. And they're going to go to the next level with it because that's your decision, right? Somebody's going to hear it, man, he was a good speaker. It was a great call, but then you're going to go back to work and you're going to keep doing what you're doing. Somebody's going to take it and be like, yo, listen, the investment into myself is worth it. Like, I'm worth the investment to be able to take my life to the next level. And somebody's going to, I don't got the money to be able to do that. I mean, it sounds good, but I'm not going to do that. And so I understand now, like coming into this call, that everybody's conditioning for their habits of how they receive things is different. My only request and my only ask of everybody that's listening to my voice right now is for you to take this information, and even if it's not in your psyche to understand this language of business, please take enough time to challenge yourself to make a decision for change. Do you follow me? Because if your habits that condition you to get to this stage in your life have got you to this point and you're still not satisfied with it, it's usually because you're doing something different. You're doing something wrong and you need to do something different, right? I understood that coming up early in life, that having multiple streams of income was a better route for me. I was a person that worked in corporate America. I was the youngest DM in Family Dollar, Fortune 500 company, right? Up and down the East Coast. I traveled a lot, right? I spoke with people. I was 20 years old and I was supervising people that was 40 and 50 and 60, right? And me coming up in a family that my oldest sibling is 35 years, 30 years older than me. I'm 35, she's 65. And so I came up around a lot of older people. So I believe that gave me that older spirit coming up young in life to be able to communicate on different levels, right? And so I understood with me coming up in that space, I picked up some habits and some ways that developed me to where I'm at today. So only thing I want you to do is take this information and make changes, right? So at the end of the day, this is what it is. So, I start my calls all the time with a mindset. I got to give you something, right? Because the Tradera opportunity is two things. I say it all the time. All we do is, number one, we help people understand money, right? We show you how to take the money that you have, get some information, enroll inside of our online academy, and be able to monetize that with the knowledge that you have based on learning the Forex market, right? Which is foreign exchange. The second thing we do, we have a program where you can get a residual income, which we'll go into that, based on how many people you enroll, right? We don't recruit here. We enroll people into education, right? That they can do better as well. Based on how many people you enroll, is also residual income. So it's two streams of income that you pick up for being in Tradera. So if you already have one with your job, we offering you two, right, for the price of one. So this is it, right? We've been on habits today. We've been on making changes today, right? We've been on making adjustments. And so James Clear, my man, the book, these quotes is coming from The Atomic Habit, right, by James Clear, right? James Clear, right? The Atomic Habit. Somebody can put that in the chat. So if you want to go back and reference to that, right? It talks about changes. If you've been conditioned your life and you have one stream of income and you over the age of 21 and you still have one stream of income, you need to make some changes. Like, so let's talk about this. James says this. He said, it's easy to be bogged down trying to find the optimal plan for change, the fastest way to lose weight, the best program to build muscle, the perfect idea for a side hustle, right? He said, we are so focused on figuring out the best approach that we never get around to taking action, right? Again, he said, it's easy to be bogged down trying to find the optimal plan for change, the fastest way to lose weight, the best program to build muscle, the perfect idea for a side hustle. We are so focused on figuring out the best approach that we never get away to taking action. Right? So this is the thing for this call. The theme of this deal is, listen, stop procrastinating, right? James made it be clear. He said, we're so focused on the perfect approach that we never take action. Listen, it's never a perfect time for change. Never. It's never a perfect moment in life. You follow me? To be able to do something that you never done before, for the stars and the moon to align up correctly, right? For you to feel comfortable making the change. If that's what you waiting on, you're gonna be waiting your whole life. Because I promise, just like we James on our last quote at 4 o'clock, we talked about, right? James said even time gonna be an ally or an enemy. It's either gonna work with you or work against you. And that spirit of procrastination and that over analysis to you paralyze, like you can't be in that thinking that you never take action because you always thinking about perfection, right? You have to get good at being imperfectly perfect. You have to get good at the organized chaos in life, right? To be able to understand that's just a part of the process. You follow me? 90% of things in business go wrong before they go right, but that's a part of the process. But everybody say they want to be in business. So if you're the type of person that you thinking that the most successful people got a perfect life or the most successful people has a perfect plan, man, you don't know business. That lets me know you've never really been in business, because anybody who's the most successful person you know is probably the bigger failure as well. The only difference between a person that starts and finishes, right, and versus a person that starts and stops is that they have that tenacity to go through failure, right? If you look at the formula right now, and we're going to get into this thing, I think you understand kind of where I'm at now, understanding the mindset of change. If you look at the formula 409, the cleaning supply, right? Y'all seen it before. Some of our sisters in here, brothers, y'all get that too, right? Formula 409. Why do they call it Formula 409? They call it Formula 409 because it took them to the 409th time to get the formula right. That's why they call it 409. So what if he would have started 402, 305, 208? The 409 would have never happened. They got a multi-billion-dollar company, a multi-billion-dollar formula that took 409 times. 409 times before they got it right. Something go wrong one time in some of your life and business and y'all quit. See, listen, you will never be successful with that mindset. Success is not about does it go perfect. It's not about the star, the moon, the light. It's not about how fast somebody else is going and how slow you going. Oh, they hit it in that record time, so if I don't hit it in that time, I'm no good at this. This is not for me. This is what not God got for me. Nah, that's not how that works. That's thinking. I don't believe in none of that. At the end of the day, everybody route is going to be the same, but you got to take action. My call of the day is to get you thinking and taking action. I'm going to show you one of the best business opportunities in the country, bar none, that teaches the right side quadrant of finance, how to become a business owner and how to become an investor. My whole talk is to get you out of understanding that you can never have generational wealth, be an employee and self-employed, because those two areas trade time for money. Listen, in the chat, put right side, right? The whole conversation today is to get you from stop overanalyzing, stop waiting on perfection, and understand you have to take a chance on you. You follow me? I wasn't the most successful athlete in my class or the most talented athlete in my class. I wasn't the fastest athlete in my class. You follow what I'm saying? But I believed in one thing, right? My coach told us hard work beat talent when talent don't work hard. That's something I live by. You follow me? When I was a kid, I got hit by a car and broke my right leg, right? That's what I couldn't walk again, but the boy got more swag than a little bit. You holler, man? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? It's I never quit. I got accustomed, you follow me, to overcoming, right? I got accustomed to being in tight situations and making stuff happen anyway. You got to get yourself in a mindset that you take action. You follow me? Some of y'all got big goals and dreams, but you scared of everything. You said, boo, you'll run 1,000 miles because you're so scared of anything going wrong. You can't be successful like that. You can't be successful worrying about stuff going wrong. You got to be willing to take action regardless of the outcome. You got to learn to be comfortable taking a chance on you. You follow me? One thing I understood, I will always put my bottom dollar on me. If anything goes, hell or high water, I'm going to roll the dice on me. And this is my message to you today. If you're going to really be successful, if you're going to get to the right side of the quadrant, right, don't worry about perfection. Worry about action. Don't worry about perfection, worry about action. Once you get off this call, I want you to take action to get back with the call that invited you to this information so you can put your family in the right place. You follow me? That's what we're going to talk about today. So let's go through our business opportunity. Now that we got the mindset where it needs to be, and you guys understand what we're here for, right? We're here to get us out of thinking perfection, and we're here to talk about getting us in action. You follow me? We gotta get in action mode. Let me pull this up. Man, we had 72 people already, man. We about to tear this thing up. All right. Let me close this out. It did the same. Oh, here we go. It did this to me early today. All right. I learned with my computer. I can't click it for so many times now. It'll start acting crazy on me. Y'all about to make me switch over to a Mac. And I can't stand Macs. Hold on 1 second. I see somebody raise their hand. Let me see what's going on in our chat, making sure we can see it. Everybody can see. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, I done did so many of these. I learned when you get started, if it ain't right, slow down for a second. All right, here we go. All right, y'all post me a note in the chat real quick. Can y'all see what I see? Can y'all see the screen? Y'all throw me something in the chat real quick. Talk to your boy. All right, somebody just came off mute. We need you to mute that line, please. Mute that line. All right, here we go. All right, so what is Tradera, right? Let's talk about it. Tradera is a company that was founded in 2019, right, by two gentlemen, Cody Sell and Easton Harris. Oh, hold on 1 second, teammates. I seen another person raise up. Let me go back and mute everybody out because I don't want to get interrupted. Oh, hold on. Let me text my co-host real quick. Okay. All right. So two young gentlemen, right? Two young gentlemen who started this company out of Houston, out of Dallas, Texas. Who started this opportunity based on integrity. These gentlemen are traders, right? And I think that's a key attribute to really understand that these gentlemen are traders. These guys weren't network marketers. They were 100% traders. And so because of that aspect, they were able to put together a program, you follow me, that was into the psyche of people who just wanted to learn that side of the business. So a lot of times people go in business for one thing and then do something else. Now, these guys started this company to teach people how to become good, solid, six-figure and seven-figure traders. So a lot of times when I hear people talk about Tradera, they ask me, well, Sloan, do I got to recruit? Do I got to roll? Now you don't have to do that. And because the humble beginning of Tradera was people trying to learn how to make money out the market. You know what I'm saying? I think that's valuable information for everybody in this call to know. The company owners were traders, are traders, seven-figure traders, and their whole goal was to create a program that was affordable, that everybody can have access to without being overcharged through the marketplace, to be able to get the information that they can get, right? 100% integrity. These guys revolutionized the industry, in my opinion, because of what they did. They took network marketing and the Forex market, which is the largest, most liquid market in the world, and put them together, right? $7 trillion. $7 trillion is accessible in the market, exchanging every single day. So if you were to leave out of this country and go to another country, you have to exchange currency in order to be in that place. What happens in that space is that it's 8 major currencies that's going on all the separate time. There were several of them, but it's 8 major of them that we try to teach a person that enrolls in our online academy how they have an opportunity to get access to that information and trade these major pairs to be able to make a profit. I mean, how would you feel if you had an opportunity to trade the USD for euro? You know what I'm saying? Or the USD for yen, right? How would you feel to be able to make $100, $200 in 30 minutes or an hour, to be able to pay your car note, cell phone bill in a matter of moments? My biggest thing why I feel like people will never have generational wealth on the left-hand side of the quadrant is because they always trading time for money. And you can never get wealthy in life trading time for money. You have to figure out a way to collapse time frames. So what we teach in our online academy is how you as a person, you can stop buying back time. With $7 trillion in the market, guys, obviously is a lot of money to be able to do so. What I love about the Forex market as well is open 24 hours for trading 5 days a week, because again, the time zone of now, right, and what it is in Denmark, where my brother is at right now, he's a physical therapist in Denmark, right, is a 10-hour difference. So because of that time frame, right, we have the opportunity to be able to make things shake in different time zones. So when the stock market, the NASDAQ and the New York Stock Exchange closed down in the US from 9 to 5, that's it. But if I'm in a Forex market with $7 trillion is transpiring every single day, I have an opportunity even in the late hour, right, to be able to still make money. So those of you who work jobs right now and saying, okay, I don't have time to do this. Yes, you do. Because when you get off of work at 5, 6, 7 o'clock, guess what? You can be getting ready for the London session, right? You can be getting ready to trade at night and make money somewhere across the world. Guys, that's powerful to be in a position in the third 8 of the hour. And I call it the third 8, the grind 8, right? That third 8 of the hour where you can make more money after when you did at work. See, what you got to get into your mindset is what I did 15 years ago. And I said, I'm going to fire my job. I'm going to get into a position where I can fire my job. I'm not going to work a job 9 to 5 for 40 years of my life, right? To be able to retire in the last 15 years and my back hurt, my knees hurt. I can't run around with my kids or my grandchildren, right? I'm not going to do that to my body. I made a commitment early in life. I was going to use my mind and not my back. See, you got to get into position. You understand trading time for money is going to wear you down. You're going to run out of time and you ain't going to have enough money. So I challenge you to get yourself in a position where you learn how to do more with your mind than you do your back. Guys, when you join Tradera, guys, it's 4 major services that we offer to every single person to be able to grow their income. Number one is a trading academy. So every great person that's a professional has somebody that teaches them. I don't care who you are. If you look up your best icon, basketball player, football player, hockey player, tennis player, doesn't matter. My man, Sean here, he plays soccer. Some of the best soccer players, they have coaches. Everybody that understands competition has coaches. You have to have somebody that teaches you a skill set. In Tradera, we teach you a skill set of how to make money at the foreign exchange market. Guys, that's valuable. That's a valuable place to be in, that you could pay $99 to get some of the best teachers in the country that come forth and just teach you, to take time with you. Our company has spent millions of dollars making sure the academy is not only affordable, but valuable. Are we the only foreign exchange company in the country, or only a Forex teaching platform? Absolutely not. But if you were to look at side by side, look at value and price, we got the best value at the most expensive price. And this is why they have my stamp. And we're the only company that has an open book for 12 months that shows a 70-30 profit versus loss on our books, guys. That's valuable to me. If you think that's valuable, put valuable in the chat, right? We have trade alerts, which is the secret sauce that I like to call it, that you can get an opportunity and get 2 to 3 trade alerts every single day with a 70% accuracy for you to make money. Guys, that's where it's all about. Because when you go inside of this space, the trade alerts is where companies, right, for membership, that's what you're paying for, right? You get an opportunity to pay for a person to give you a tip. Stock tips, right, is always a big deal. Market trends is always a big deal. If you know anything about the United States economy, then you will know this. Tips is how major CEOs get their wealth. You follow me? If I know it's a major corporation that's about to do a merge and I get a tip, then I'm going to change my money around to be able to buy or sell in the market, right? That's what happened to Martha Stewart with the inside trading, right? So tips, we know that the American market, the profit and loss of companies is how America stays stable. You follow what I'm saying? So that's why when the Great Depression happened and all the companies was going down, we had a situation. That's why when the pandemic just hit and the companies was in shambles, the country had to give the companies money so that they can get people to go back to work. Did you notice that trend of how that worked? Because everything in America is based on companies doing well. So if companies do well, their stock prices is up. If companies are down, their stock prices is down, which means if your money is inside the market, you're going to buy or sell depending on company performance. Does that make sense? And so understanding you need an alert or a tip that tell you where to buy and where to sell at what time, right? Is how you become profitable. This is what we teach in our academy. We teach you how to buy and sell at what time, with what strategy to make a profit, guys. If you feel like that's valuable, alone by itself, the other 3 things are great, but that part right there, to me, is the most valuable piece, right? And at the end of the day, if you're a person who's like me, when came into the company, I didn't know how to trade, but they told me, hey, Sloan, you don't have to be a professional. We have a system with technology you can copy and paste. And we can teach you, and you can make money on a 70% accuracy by copy and pasting into MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5, whatever version you have to make a profit. I thought that was valuable. Live trading sessions and trading strategies, guys, it's just an open deal. Again, we're going to prosper based upon that. Got all different levels. No matter what level you are when you come into the company, guys, you have an opportunity to be able to make money on your level. We have all type of different trading professionals that are able to come in and teach you exactly what you need to know. Twice out of the week, you can log on and have a person walk you through. Man, that's invaluable, man. For people to take time out of their life to be able to teach you that information that was not taught as a child is crucial. The difference between the have and the have-nots is knowledge. It's not race. It's not religion. It's not creed. It's none of that crap. The difference between people who have and have not is information. And at this point, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry to tell you this, but guess what? It's something called Google. You can find anything in the world today. There's no such thing as this person is holding me back. No, they not. If you lazy, you holding you back, because anything that can be taught can be learned. The question of it is, how much time of your 24 hours out of the day that we all share are you using to get better? Bottom line, how many hours are you spending out of your busy schedule, right, doing whatever to be profitable for your business? See, my thing is this. Sometimes people are busy doing nothing. You're busy doing nothing. If what you're doing is not helping your family be progressive, or what you're doing is not changing your lifestyle, or what you're doing is not making your kids better, what are you busy really doing? Because at the end of the day, if we can't look at our schedule, right? If we all open up our calendar for our day and we look at how many times did we do money-making activity, is what I call them, right? Write that down, money-making activity. Your bank account ain't gonna never change, sis. At the end of the day, money-making activity and education is how we go to the next level. And if you're not doing a whole lot of that, you busy doing nothing. Because at the end of the day, that's all you're gonna have is nothing. We gotta get into a place where we got something. So to do something, to have something, you gotta do something. Twice out of the week, you can log on and get down with some six-figure traders. How would it feel to have 6 figures sitting in your broker account because you took time to educate yourself? I know people right now that spend $100,000 for education in college, and they still ain't got $100,000 sitting in their bank account. Ain't that crazy? How you can spend that much money to get educated, man? You don't even got the amount of money saved that you spent for the education. That's crazy to me. That makes absolutely no sense to me, how people go to college for so long and still ain't got no daggone money. Like, this system is broken. It ain't teaching us nothing. See, you can log on here, pay $99. Right now, Clyde spent $99 and making $5,000 a month. That looks better than me. He didn't spend $100,000, right? He spent $99. He spent $100, and that's $60,000 a year. God, that is absolutely amazing. Put amazing in the chat if you feel like learning about money is more important than just learning and having no savings. See, I want to be a part of an association of people that are not only like learning to be educated and putting plaques and trophies on the wall, and then they still can't pay their bills. That's not really my association. I don't, you know, shout out to all the educators, but let me tell you something. One thing I understand is this: we can learn a lot of different things about history, right? And Mark Twain said something. He said, history doesn't repeat itself, but it rhymes. See, write that down. Mark Twain said, history doesn't repeat itself, but it rhymes. And so what I understand, everything about the world has a trend. And if you can pay attention to the trends of the past, you can project the history. And that's the same thing of finance. So why aren't they teaching us more about the trends of money, not just Christopher Columbus and all this other kind of crap, right? That's not helping my kids go to college right now. That's not helping them build a business. It's not helping them survive. I know people who got degrees that's depressed, right? Because their financial life. See, I want to teach my kids the financial side so they can be happy. We want moments, not just money, right? We're going to learn how to buy and sell. See, what I understand about compound interest is this. You can set yourself up an account, right? And I love this slide. You know, it talks about that big bag. That's a big, big bag right there. And so at the end of the day, to get a bag, you got to understand the language of money. See, lot sizes, account numbers, and profit with compound interest over time can take $150 to 1.2 million. See, if we flip that deal 14 times, this is what this illustration is saying. This is not a disclaimer saying this is going to happen for everybody, but it shows you the effects of compound interest and how over a period of time we can max our money. See, put in the chat, right, that's valuable if you feeling like a person can show you, not tell you, but show you, not give it to you, but teach you how you can have compound interest work in your life and be able to maximize your money. See, that's the deal. The banks are doing it all the time. But last time I checked, Wells Fargo and Bank of America didn't invite me to a meeting. You understand what I'm saying? They didn't invite you either. So at the end of the day, this information is being taught, but taught to who? You follow me? So if we're not in that crowd where people are calling us or texting us to be able to offer this information, and how we gonna get it? See, what I appreciate about this opportunity of it is that whoever invited you to this call, they called you, they text you, they invited you to the table. So you need to appreciate that a person invited you to the table, because one of the biggest things about money is that we don't get invited to the table. For $99 to be able to get yourself some education with all these benefits to it, guys, is well worth it. Put in the chat, worth it. If you feel like for $99 to invest inside of yourself, that you can get everything I just told you and start making $50, $100, $200 a day in hours, right? Not a whole 24 hours, in a couple of moments, you can start buying back time. See, my whole thing is this. I just want to help a lot of people get to a place where they can make a lot of money and start buying back their time. I want more people really enjoying the life of freedom to wake up when you want to wake up, go to bed when you want to go to bed, go to lunch, you want to go get some sushi, you want to go, get you some crab legs, or, you just want to go on a vacation. At whatever point you feel like you need a break from life to be able to do that. That's all I want to do. I want people to have freedom. But I understand that if you so strapped, you so in the middle America squeeze, right, where you make too much money to get government assistance, but not enough money to be wealthy, right? You're in that squeeze. The government don't help you anyway. So you have to figure out a way how to put more money inside your household where you can get out of that middle America squeeze. We can't go to our goals and dreams in the squeeze, guys. We need more freedom. See, we have a referral program. Let me get into that real quick. So if you're a person that the first part of that was valuable for you, we can help you get enrolled for $99. Let's get you an account set up, and let's help you start making some money every day. My whole thing is this: whatever you invest inside of your education, you better have that money back and have that money saved. I just don't recommend paying tens and twenties and $30,000 for education and you still ain't got no money saved. See, that's not business to me. That's a bad investment, right? And so an investment is something that you're gonna be able to get some rate of return. So check this out. If you refer 3 people to our opportunity, guys, not only can you be able to get inside of Tradera, but you can get your membership waived and you can get access to become a student and get residual income. We got people making $50, $100 a day. We got people from $500 to $1 million a month in residual income. What's the key to success? Most millionaires have at least 7 streams of income. If you have a job, you have 1, right? If you have a job in the business, you have 2. Listen, if you have a job in the business, you join Tradera, now you have 4. At the end of the day, you're closer to 7 than you were before this call. Get back with that person that invited you, because it's serious business. And all you got to do is refer this service to 3 other people. They become active. You pay $15, add it onto your $99 membership, and now you have a free account. Guys, we're almost done with this deal. Let me just show you one last thing about if you decide to come into business with us, you refer 3 people inside our opportunity. Not 30, not 3,000, 3 people. You can continue to grow and you can get your membership waived, no problem. But let's just say those 3 people take off and they decide that they really want to continue to build the business, right, without you. We didn't ask you to be all involved. They can be inside of one of our leadership chats and take off. But your business can be international. You may post something on Facebook or social media, and somebody in Africa, somebody in Europe, somebody in China may see your post and join your team. But guess what? Everybody that enrolls with them across the country, you never met them, you never talked to them. And that's the beauty of our business. I have thousands of people in my business right now that I've never talked to, but guess what? The residual income check keep coming, because this is a business about helping and serving. And it's a compound interest of people, just like it's a compound interest on the money on being able to do the trading side. If you refer 3 people inside the business and those 3 help other people, you start making $125 a week, $500 a month. To me, that's the golden place in the program. To me, is when a person started getting $500 a month for just referring people. At this point, you know it's real. Now, when people start helping people, you go to 1,000. It happens again, you go to 2,000. It go to 5,000. God, look it up. It keep going. It goes to 10,000. This deal go all the way up to $1 million a month opportunity, where you got $1 million, $250,000 a week coming into your household. Did we ask you to be a salesperson? No. Did we ask you to, get a bunch of inventory? No. I told you when we started the call, there's 2 things that we do. Number 1, we help people enroll inside the academy to grow their money. Number 2, we have a referral program where you can help other people enroll inside the academy and you can get a referral bonus. People refer people to movies, coupons, and stuff all the time, but you don't ever make no money for it. At least Tradera is generous enough to give us a residual income for helping other people. This is one of my favorite slides. The people say, well, Sloan, I mean, you're a fast talker, you're from Jersey, I get all that, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that sounds like a pyramid. Okay, that's cool. And so my response is always, what's a pyramid? You talking about where the person at the top make all the money and the people at the bottom make a little bit? Okay. Or you talking about the thing where you got a hierarchy? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you explain a pyramid to be? And see, when a person hit me with an ignorant statement, I just ask an ignorant question back, right? Because they're expecting you to be defensive. Hey, there's nothing to defend. At the end of the day, if that's what you think it is, a person say that with a negative consonance in their mind to make you feel some type of way about network marketing. It's cool. I'm a business major. I got a business degree. I said, okay, what's a pyramid? A person that you got a leader at the top, okay, who got people helping up under that, and it looks like a pyramid based on the structures. You talking about a CEO, a president, a vice president, middlemen, leaders, employees, or you talking about a company? Okay, yeah, if you want to call a pyramid a company, then okay, then yeah, we got one of those. You follow me? Because that's what you go to work at every day is a company. See, what I understand, we can have a person enroll with us who get 3 people, who get 3 people, who get 3 people. Well, all this looks like a genealogy tree to me. Okay, so we talking about we have a business. Oh, you call a pyramid a business? Yeah, we got a business. See, this is a real live business where you get a W-9 tax deduction situation, right? My corporation, my account is in my company name. You follow what I'm saying? So yes, we have a company in Tradera. See, this market has been going on for a long time, so don't let people talk crazy because they just don't know what they're talking about. Everything has a structure to it. The key to it is get in position. Get in position, and as you help your people get in position, guys, you don't want to wait, right? Say this call was a great call, but you don't make a decision. You say, well, I get paid in 2 weeks. Well, if you got to wait to pay $99 for 2 weeks, you really need to do it. You really need to do it, because if you're going to work every saying, no shade on nobody, I understand money is different, but let's just think with me. Don't be defensive. Think with me for a minute. If you have to wait 2 weeks to put up $99 to invest in yourself, that's a problem. That means you're stuck in the left side of the quadrant. We got to get to the right side. I don't care if you got to borrow something, if you got a pond, so you got to do something to invest into you, make it that serious to you, right? So you got to make a decision. We use our payout to get our commissions and pay out on a regular basis. We got a bunch of success stories over here, guys, that's using this referral program to go to the next level. You have Miss Mega Lynch right here out of Ohio, 100K. Mr. Arnold right here, 100K. Dominique Barbie here, 200,000. The success stories from all different walks of life, all across the United States of America, all international, $50,000 earners right here. We got a bunch of $10,000 earners right here, tearing it up. These young millennials right here. I love this group. A bunch of young millennials, early 20s, with a fearless spirit, not saying I can't do it, right? They're saying, listen, teach me how. See, that's the spirit we got to have on this call. Teach me how, right? How we do it. This gentleman right here, your speaker for the evening, Mr. Adrian Dynamite Sloan. I was able to accomplish that level with some amazing leaders around me, coaching me and cheering me on. Big ups to my team, the Freedom Team. Without this team, it was not possible. So it's not me, right? It's a team effort, right? So I got a bunch of people coming behind me that's about to hit Duke, right? I'm coaching a specific level of people who want to make $10,000 in 90 days. See, that was one of my goals. When I came in, I said, I'm going to help 10 people get to $5,000 to $10,000 in income in 90 days. We're at about the 45-day mark right now. We got a couple leaders at the break of $5,000, a couple leaders at the break at $2,000, some leaders already at $1,000, right? Some leaders, a bunch of leaders at $500. We got a bunch of people getting a free account, all because I believe in going forward and reaching back. You follow me? Somebody got to bust down the door and reach back and bring people along. It's not about me getting there, right? But it's how many people can I get there, right? But the key of leadership is that you have to get there. See, at least I can teach my people how to do what I did. You follow me? It's not about me just saying I did it. It's about I did it. Now let me show you that I did it. You follow me? And my first 60 days in the business went to $5,000 in income, right? So first 30 days, I did absolutely nothing but did a call just like this. My partner, Andre Russell, came in and spoke to my people. And that's what I like to share people too. Don't ever feel like you have to be a speaker to do this, because I'm a speaker by nature, but when I got on the call, I didn't speak. Interesting fact. The only thing I did is call a couple of my partners. Hey, say, listen, we're going to do this conference call. Hey, I need you to jump on the call with one of my partners. They're going to explain the business opportunity to us. And we're going to go from there, okay? Just let me know what you think after the call. We're going to figure out this can be helpful for our family. All right, no doubt, peace. That's what I did. That's what I did. That's what you can do. Invite the people to a call. Let a leader talk to them. 15 people signed up in my organization in 3 to 5 days. We got 15 people involved. The first level was night at 10 people. I hit night right away. The next week I hit Noble, went to 1,000. The next week I hit Bishop at 2,000. 2 weeks later I went to Duke at 5,000, and they paying me $1,250 every Monday right now. And all I do is share the information with people, trying to teach you to do the same thing. Because if I did it, there's an example to you that it has been done. It's people who did it in 6 days. So my little deal was 6 weeks or whatever, or 3 weeks after I made the decision. But there's people in Tradera who did what I did in 6 days, 4 days. You follow what I'm saying? So it's not the speed, it's just the fact that it can be done. I think that's the beautiful part of our situation, guys. In closing, so what have we talked about today? We talked about 4-H education where you can get paid daily, guys. That's a valuable situation. We talk about a referral program where you can make $500 to $1 million a month, right? If you feel like that'll be a game changer for your life, put game changer in the chat. If you feel like 2 extra streams of income coming into your household could be a game changer for you, put game changer in the chat. Because what I understand is this: our income go up as we grow up. You follow what I'm saying? Once you get to a point in your life where you can really understand that our income go up as we grow up, and we have to put ourselves in a winning situation, right, where money becomes a regular conversation. And you have to understand that you need multiple streams of income to be able to do so. And that's the only way we're going to do it. So a lot of people go through a lot of excuses about why they need to, or why they're not going to join the business, about, their job, or they need more time, or, all these are reasons, guys. Some people are going to use these things as excuses. But what I understand is a winner will use the same thing a person said was an excuse as a reason to go win. So everybody on this call right now, I'm going to stop this share real quick. I see all the comments in the chat. That's awesome right there. I appreciate that, man. We got 64 people on this day. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, a game changer. Do you realize right now, if you had an extra $500, let me ask you a question. I don't want to make the statement. Let me ask everybody a question. If you had a extra $2,000 in your household, would that be a game changer? I'm talking about in 30 days. From today, 30 days out, if we showed you a way how to put an extra $2,000 in your household, could you feel a little better about life? Just to put yes in the chat. You can just put yes in the chat. What about 1,000? If an extra 1,000 came inside your life, right? Would that make a difference? If you had an extra $1,000, would that make a difference for your life? Look at all these yeses. Look at all these yeses. Would an extra $500 make a difference in your life? If right now, if you had a free $500 coming inside your household to take care of car note, to pay half of the mortgage, to pay a piece of the rent, to pay the daycare. Y'all know daycare expensive. My son 5, so Jesus Christ, like that's a kid out of hand. You know what I'm saying? The daycare, paying for daycare is almost like you having a part-time job just to send the joke off. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy by itself, right? So if you got an extra $500 just for daycare, baby, you winning. You understand what I'm saying? So we've come to the conclusion that anything extra is a good thing. Like we've come to that conclusion that anything extra beyond what you have right now is a good thing. So all we're saying of it is, if you invest in $99 into yourself to be able to get an education, to be able to teach you how to make more money every day, is a good thing. And based on you referring other people inside the academy to do the same thing, is a good thing, right? There's no losses in that. It's a win-win situation for everybody who decided to come a part of it. So guys, we appreciate everybody who decided to take 30 minutes out of your time. Let me check my time real quick. We want to make sure, oh, bang, we right there. That's what I'm talking about. You took 30 minutes out of your time to just jump on a call with your boy Dynamite, man. I appreciate all the accolades. I appreciate all the homage and respect. I appreciate all y'all respecting the call, right, and keeping your phones muted out and keeping the thumbnails right up on your photo, right? I just appreciate it, because what we believe is respect and courtesy, right? We just want to make sure we get to you what we got to get to you. But make sure, guys, you understand that the key factor of life is you got to take action. See, write this down, man. Stop acting and start stop acting, right, and start taking action, right? So most people, they act a lot. They act a lot, right? Yeah, you can't be acting. You got to be in action. I ain't never understood that fake it till I make it mentality. That ain't never been my speed. That ain't never been how I came. I ain't never come like that. Like, stop acting, man. You got to take action. I ain't never been that person. So when I see that, it's like, whew, boy, man, that ain't me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't it, right? People respect the process of you really going through the struggle and going through the mud to get where you at. Like, they respect that more than you act like you got it, bro. We know your phone was cut off last week. Like, stop. Like, cut it out. Like, you borrowed them rims. Like, don't do that. You still written rims. Like, that ain't what's up. Like, go through the process of life, right? Take action. Stop being in a place where you feel like you gotta fake it till you make it. Just go make it. My thing is, just go make it. Just do what you got to do to go make it. So if you got to learn more information to make it, then just go learn it, right? The clubs are closed at 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock now anyway. Like, well, what else we doing at home right now but sitting at home trying to be better? All we doing is trying to be better right now at home, right? So if you got to take time out of your life to get better, then get better. Invest some time in yourself. Put away a little bit of that, you know what I'm saying, Amazon and, you know, extra movies on Netflix. Yeah, that's cool too. But man, let's get to action, man. Stop acting, right, and start taking action, right? Because that's the only thing that's gonna take your life to the next level, right? Fake it until you make it. Ain't never got nobody nowhere, but trying to keep up with the Joneses, which is a bad financial decision, because you end up going broke trying to impress people who don't really care about you anyway. See, what I believe in life of it is, you got to make decisions for the people that matter. And the people that matter, the people within inside of your four walls of your home. So put yourself in a position to put them in a position, man. Get back with the person that invited you to this call. Please do. And let's take action, teammates. Y'all know my saying. I say it every call. It is what it is. I believe in being a living legend, not a dead one, man. So we got to make good decisions every day, that the legacy that we live, that we breathe, goes into our family, that generational wealth can continue to come. And everything that we want out of life, guys, we can have it. But you got to believe it, then you achieve it. If it's in your mind, it's going to be in your pocket. What's in your heart, it's going to come out of your mouth. So let's speak life on our family. Let's speak life on our businesses, man. Let's speak life on each other, man. Let's go to the next level, man. I appreciate y'all being with your boy Dynamite Sloan for this last call at 7 o'clock. It's my favorite call, man. We're going to run this back tomorrow at 4. So everybody who got started today, make sure you get back with the person, right, that invite you to the call. Bring them plus your 2 or 3 people, right, because the whole goal is for you to get a free academy. You bring 3 people over. So you come over, bring your 3 people over. Let's get you a free education. Let's do the same thing for those 3 people. Let's get them over again for our 7 o'clock call tomorrow night. And we're going to run this back, man. Peace and blessing, everybody, man. Y'all have a great night. Appreciate your time.